Another important aspect. See, day for yesterday. I think day for yesterday, I was having a discussion with one senior officer. Then he was telling there, people's attitude is like everybody will salute and respect, appreciate, praise Bhagat Singh, but nobody wanted that their child should go the path, go like the way Bhagat Singh did. That's the thing. That is what people's attitude. So everybody will entertain the. When others do, okay, others children go, but our children's our thing, our family. That is the people's attitude. So that's the same thing applies to my case also. People are doing like that. This is what IIT Bombay also, this Abhishek's their team, that Professor Supratik, they are all the other teams. Everybody want to act against Professor Pushpa, but they want to use me and to provoke me to do that. And but they want their thing should be safe. And so even in 2019 also, when Professor Pushpa has offered that Kirti Chaudhary, that faculty candidate's proposal to Abhishek, so at that time Professor Supratik was shouting at me, no, you should keep quiet, because Abhishek is going to get a golden opportunity. That is the thing. See, these fellows only were creating all the entertainments and was coming and troubling me, and they were coming and standing in front of my room and shouting at me. These all things they have only done that I am not considering Abhishek like that thing. So this is what everything their benefits, their thing, and they only manipulated all the students, faculties, and created these all public entertainments, and all issues has been created. This is what their fundamental. Now this team also, all the process, all their game, they are doing this whole thing only for Abhishek's benefits. That's the thing. They want his things only. This is what their thing. Then they want to act against. So they were using me in 2019 also again. When this thing so at the last, I still remember that they made one. That also that our civil lab, that Diktesh Deepak and this team only instructed one person. Actually there is one person in IIT Bombay campus. He was previously IIT Bombay BTech student, and his life and career also these fellows have spoiled, and he is there in the temples. And that person, using that person, these fellows are provoking me that they can make me get appointment to meet the education MHRD minister and to complain about Professor Pushpak. So that's it. Actually, these fellows wanted their things. So for that they were provoking me. I told them, no, I cannot. I don't want. Actually, Professor Pushpak was not the person to trouble me at that time. Actually, these fellows were the one troubling me. That's the thing. So that these fellows have utilized and misplaced. That's the thing. So the same way, there is on another side also. See, when later only this matter has been, Professor Pushpa started troubling my family in Kerala, in Trivandrum and Ernakulam also. That extended the matter, and these fellows were overhearing our telephone conversations, and then the small conflicts in our home, and also that they have misused, and then they have provoked threatened my sister and brother-in-law through their offices, and my Professor Pushpa only controlling the NIC and all the offices, everything, and means their TCS and Wipro, everything. He is only controlling, and through them they were threatening my sister and brother-in-law and all. Okay, so the another thing, but one more aspect actually. See, nowadays also Professor Pushpak is desperately trying to make me put into somebody's head in their trap, so that through using that person can spoil in my matrimony profile, and also thousands of profiles only, interest only they are sending daily, and then the same way, previously he was trying his level best to put me in some sexual traps wherever I am staying in Bombay. Also he tried that, he instructed the other room men to call me to hotels and all. That's the way he was, and here also he was trying, wherever his business is that only. So that is the way he was trying. And so one another aspect is that, see, when these fellows were doing and these troubles and all doing, why my family has to, my sister and brother-in-law got into their trap. Another thing, that is another part. Before that, one thing I would like to tell. See, these fellows are putting proposals and all everything, right? See, I am a 39-year-old woman. I know very well what I want, who I want to live, or with whom I want to live, or whatever the thing. Okay, see, if rather than living with the wrong person, being single will be the most good thing. So that will be, we can live up to with our own personality and our own clear vision and all. Okay, so that's another thing. And I didn't find a right person for me yet. That's the another truth. Okay, so these all things, this Abhishek thing also, I was not interested in him. That's the thing. See, because of by seeing his years of disappointments and so many things and their things, I was considering him. Okay, and initially itself, I don't like this kind of a person who is going behind others' words and who is not having their own stand, and that I cannot adjust and tolerate. Okay, so then, so he was always interested in his enjoyments and all, but anyway, in between he was trying genuinely to support me, and he was genuinely loving me, that I was knowing that. That's the reason, only thing I was considering him, and I was what yeah, I was also adjusting, but the thing now, so he was started misusing that. Okay, he was only coming and begging like acting, and then he was only playing, doing these all plays and public entertainments, and then he wants his enjoyments, and he wants to keep his high voltage connection with the main early kind of, and then his all lady friends gangs are there, and he only means no through he, I don't know whether he was also in, but mainly is to tell that he only doing these all things like that. I don't know. Yeah, anyway, these fellows' attitude and behavior is like that only. Instead that his girl lady friends gang is to trouble and insult me with their boyfriends and all. So that is another thing. So actually, then through him only this Dityash team and Professor Pushpak and all came to know about my family things and all, everything. So that's what he only made the medium to trouble and spoil me. That's another thing. So the same way, see. Yeah, anyway, previously also, that even with the way I didn't accept Professor Akshay also, see, he was also there to come and compete and really. See, none of these fellows have confidence or courage to talk straight. That's another thing. If a person is loving a person or anything, they can come and talk straight. Right? There is no need for any third medium or nothing. Otherwise, they can write a mail. So none of them will do it. These all things. They all want their things, their benefits and their enjoyments. Everybody want that. That's the thing. So then, even he was arranging this, he was also eagerly waiting for a chance, and he was arranging these public talks and all, and then competing with these fellows, and they were not knowing that what these fellows were doing on the back and putting chemicals, pesticide, poison. At that time, my life and career went into trouble, but for them nothing, and they never cared about that even. There is another thing. Also, when I went to him initially for discussion, at that time he was downloading my paper and was doing so that is the word, there benefits everything only. Yeah, but anyway, that's another thing. But anyway, these all people were trying to help me, that is another thing. But I did not want that kind of a help at that time actually. Yeah, so anyway, then the another thing, even the case with that Anub and also, there also everybody will come and around and all their things, their benefits and for their safety. That is the thing, people. So that's what I actually I got irritated, and I was not. I was in this is the pathetic stage of education in India. Yes, that also from India's top technical institute, people are competing and 24 hours doing and running for money, these all things. But the people not see where, what, for what purpose they are getting educated, where they are not able to stand confidently or talk confidently, or where they are not able to do that, even though they are highly educated at the top technical institute of institute in India. So what is lacking them? What is the problem? So that's the thing. Yeah, that is actually a serious concern we should understand. Actually, see, one another thing, these people now they are creating a slavery thing. They want their thing, even I do remember that when I went to Abhishek's home, at that time he was telling that, when I put that process Supratik photo and all, oh, do you know that what are the consequences going to happen for this and all? It's like, they want that I should blame about Professor Pushpa continuously, but their thing, Professor Supratik and all, if we are telling against their own word and all, so it will be like their thing. And so he is telling that how you have kept the photos on the all things. This is what actually people's mentality and what is their reality, what they are projecting outside, that is not their reality. This is a clear cut trap they have kept it to for their enjoyment. Actually they had a clear clear revenge or against Professor Pushpak. So for that they were taking my matter and they were playing. Actually none of them were helping me, or it's not about that. For their things and their dominancy they were playing. Actually they were utilizing my matter and creating public entertainments, and that they were playing actually. Okay, out of fear Professor Pushpak was troubling me. Actually, this another thing people should understand, that Abhishek was telling that for supporting and all. See, these fellows only manipulated my each and every front and turned into their side, and they are provoking them to trouble me. And the same thing, what these fellows, this everybody is knowing that Ditesh only was troubling me, and he was only creating problems in the lab and manipulating everybody. But this Abhishek went and they became very friends in Facebook everywhere, and this is the thing these fellows are doing. And what is their reality? I feel ashamed of this. Then he is projecting everybody. He was trying to support me. Actually, this is he's a very, I'd say I'm thankful. Actually, in a way, I'm thankful to Professor Pushpa also, that to make me come out from this psyche fellows trap. That is the reality actually. Yeah. So then another thing, this now also see here these fellows have manipulated this. Here the IIT students also, instead when I told a word against Abhishek, immediately he instructed them to trouble me and arrange. See, he is thinking that he was helping me. Actually, none of them were. September I came to Delhi and none of them were there to help me or anything, and I know how much I suffered when I was staying in the Malavinar hostel also. This Abhishek and their team only instructed that girls to trouble me. They were Aliga Singh to insult and trouble me. And then when I was staying there with that Bihari family in Kalusarai also, at that time also this fellow only network through network reached there and provoked that boys and was trying to talk to me. This is a Abhishek. He's a third class fellow. Then another, that after I was staying in IIT students flat, and also there also he only was manipulating everybody. Actually he was controlling and he was fooling everybody with that. He was trying to support me, and I am in disappointment of missing him, and also so many things, and my professor is troubling me. Actually see, these fellows are misusing it. He want to collect my all plans details, and then he will put in the network and they will use against it. That is the thing, that will reach it to Professor Pushpa, he will do against. These all fellows now, none of them are genuine or none of them are truthful. They are for their benefits, they are playing. And see, if a person is confident or genuinely loving, or there is no need for this kind of shows or anything. Okay, so we should not become fools for a medium for somebody else to play. The same way, when I came here, I wanted to see, these fellows have blocked my laptop, should not service in Ernakulam, and all the shops they have blocked in Bombay also the same way. And here in Nehru Place only I serviced my laptop. So at the time when I came, I went to the Nehru Place, I found a nice shop and a nice person. Actually, I was not knowing that there were people in all the shops, different rates they were telling. And when I went to this particular shop, TNS laptop, at that time there were two BTech students. So they told me, I asked them that how this shop it is good or what. So they told that he is a very genuine person, and from years they were regularly going to him. And so from his communication I also felt that, and I have heard that to that boys he was telling that, see there, no, the other boy who came, he was not believing, and he was not going to the shop. At the time he was telling to that boy that, see, he's not trusting yaar, like that. So at the time, okay, you're trusting, trust is an issue. So I will let me trust him, like that. I thought that's the reason. Next day I went to him only that he have replaced my screen and that frame on, and so he had taken 9,800 rupees. Yeah. So actually, see, first time itself I know that these fellows network will reach to them also. See, I am a person, I am very much concerned with my laptop, everything. See, I told in 2000 also, see, my first computer, even I myself assembled these all things. So I am that much particular, and I won't like other people are touching my laptop, touching it, it's okay, but no, I don't like that more. Yeah, so that's the thing. So this is the thing. So whenever I'm going to the service shops also, I would also like to see what these fellows are doing, because everywhere these fellows will replace complaints and components and all like that. So at that time I told to him that what is the situations I am undergoing, because so anyway, I know these fellows will eventually reach to him also. So at that time, for that, as a precaution, I told that. I thought, okay, let them give some support for that. Yeah, means let them understand the seriousness and do the work more seriously. That's the thing I told. Then he was removing the components, the laptop things also. No, I was also looking at. I was very seriously involved in that. So these fellows thought that actually. So, but what he thought that okay, I am interested in him, and so what was his concept was. See, when this I told these all things, he thought that okay, I was. This is what the people's mentality in Delhi, especially. They are only nobody is ready for education. Nothing. Their enjoyment is money. So he thought that I was now what. Daily having sex with these all people, this Abhishek and all. So, but the thing that now he got married, so I am not having any other way. So, so my need is there, right? That's the thing. He was telling to me, oh, need is there now. So what will do like that? So then he was asking me where I am staying and that. So he thought that actually I came here for what? For my enjoyments. So to pacify my social desires. That's what he thought that actually. This is what people think. If we are telling something, or if we are considering some people means not of our level, and if you are talking to them somewhat freely, so this is what their immediate sudden what interpretations and the way they people think. And then he was acting like that. Actually he is not knowing that I am not particular about my laptop. So who is doing that, and I am more concerned about my laptop things. And then later, after coming back also the next day, that the screen that was no, I was not able to close it. It is actually that frame, that hinge got some damage, and it fell down actually when I was in IIT Bombay. That's the reason that the screen was not getting closed, and I took the video and I sent it to him. So he immediately by night learned that he will call and tell like that. He was I didn't reply or anything like that and all. So then actually this Professor Pushpak's team, yeah, they only not Abhishek teams or whatever they were continuously monitoring my WhatsApp everything, right? So they came to know this person. Actually I could understand that. Next time when I went there was one same laptop 7348, my Dell Inspiron, that model, same model laptop was there. And this, after seeing this problem, he told that the hinge has to replace, otherwise the screen will break. And then he removed all the components in front of me like that, each and every components at the back side. And I got wondered why he had to do these all things, and he kept in the tray. And then he was trying to his level to make my attention to get deviated, and he was doing there so many shows like that, social process, that and all he was doing that. I was feeling ashamed of what is his level and standard. And then he have taken this tray inside, and he was keeping that. Actually his purpose was to make my attention deviate, that I clearly understood. And then he was keeping this for 1 or 3 hours there, and he was doing that. He was hiding there and taking the command. I understood that. Actually he was thinking that I will not understand, and he created that shows to make me in his that dream world. Then he, when I asked why you have taken us, he told no, it is so much of work, it will take so much of time like that. And actually what these fellows have done, they have taken my hard disk and they were copying my data from my hard disk to that the other laptop was kept there, right, in that hard disk. This was the thing was happening there on the back, and that copying time only that was taking. And then after 1 or 2 hours, so they have brought back. At that time I have asked, when that hard disk has kept in my laptop tried to turn off, it was not turning on, booting. That actually I have a BIOS password and it was not detecting. That he told no, it's not. No, that is some power connection or something like that, loose connection or something. Then I asked him, did you replace anything? And he told no, check the data. That's what the question he asked. So they were copying the data. Actually eventually from that downwards my laptop was behaving there were so many issues, so many issues were coming, and it was not able to close, and it was not able to log in, booting, it's coming so many. I could feel that there is something seriously something got changed, that I could feel. And then later also I was taking, whenever any issue is there, I was taking that video and I was WhatsApping to him. so that not to actually my concern is my laptop. He is not knowing what are the situations I am undergoing and my work, and so I don't have any other way to do work, right? That's the thing. So but he was thinking that I was desperately interested in him, so for that I was I was creating some reasons to message him and my desires, that's what he was interpreting. And then on another thing people should understand that this after arranging replacing this hard disk and this whole thing, and anyway this is process push teams to spoil the proof. That's what actually that the replaced hard disk was with the bad sectors. That's the thing. So eventually that will that was my data, everything was going, and then now the laptop is not turning on even. That is the thing. And then also Abhishek's teams also had an involvement. I am not sure there whether no Professor Pushpa's teams only, but Abhishek team also no. See, these fellows also on the play will monitor and will do that also. Cannot trust. That is another thing. So then this. Yeah, so then when next time I went there, at the time he told, actually I was having one more laptop, I wanted to service that also. So he told that he is going to Dubai and so he will not be there, and he told me that I should not come to Nehru place again. It is not a good place and that. See, this is what another drama actually. This is what the clear cut this thing he have done, right? And then he is making sure that I should not come over there. This he is knowing that my laptop will be spoiling now in few days. So then I went there to cross check whether he have gone or not. Actually he was there only, it was his shop only, and then they were playing doing this place, and it was so he got money from this. This is the way level of what networking of the spying of Professor Pushpa's teams, how much level he is reaching, and so they were controlling my WhatsApp, all each and everything. This is the way, and this I think know from my home also, because when I was putting message to my students in home, at the time also I could see the moment I sent the message to my student, but from the next room my sister was coming and looking at through whom I am doing, because these fellows are getting live updates actually through see, these fellows only might have made my brother-in-law to join TCS at the time, and these my professor of Pushpa have so much of connection in TCS, I know that. These fellows. On another thing, this is one side. The another thing, see, way this my brother-in-law and sister has to support these people at that time. See, this is also actually should be a lesson for all the girls. Actually, we should not get into any blind love and all. See, to whom we are selecting, to whom we are going to love, and who we are going to select as a partner, that is not only going to affect us. It is going to affect our entire family even. See, this one person has been, see, through their place my life even get, my family even gone, these all things. There are many things actually. See, my brother-in-law also was my sister's colleague in NIC, and when she was working there, she was very smart and very thing, and the senior head, everybody liked her very much. And at the time there were two boys, actually one Vivin Joshi and this my brother-in-law Jyotiraj. Actually these both the people were loving her, and then she selected this Jyotiraj, this our brother-in-law, or that person. Actually I used to know that he would have trapped her actually, and I used to see their messages in his her mobile, that you are not minding me like that and all. So after seeing this message, once I called him and asked, what is this going on? At that time he was telling that no, it's not about me. Actually I am not interested, she might be interested like that. This is at that time this is not a good person, this is not the way a person should behave, right? So then this actually I first itself I understood this is not good, but still then anyway I was adjusting, I was accepting. That's the thing. So this is what the thing. If we are feeling like from our first initial gut, that should be our clear actually indication. But anyway, we should not adjust it with the situations and that. Yeah. So then anyway, then she got into permanent job and she got posted in Gujarat and all. Then later, so actually he didn't get into that permanent post, and then his family, everybody was so much interested because she was having the scientist post job at government, so they were very much impressed and desperately took her. The marriage, everything was be, and so and they were actually, they are a high class family, but the problem na, so they have lots of relatives, everybody of high class standard, everything is there, but the thing na, their thing and all, everybody is selfish of their things, nobody will be cooperation and all, oh, everybody is there, but only thing, nobody will do anything. That is another reality. And after the marriage also, this brother-in-law's family, and they were trying to desperately take her away, that they were making sure that she should not come to Trivandrum, or she should not be in touch with us. That is the way these fellows were behaving, and desperately then screwing up her. Actually, she when she got transferred to Ernakulam, so after that only these fellows were doing this. Their mindset, their attitude, actually, then they were continuously projecting bad about my parents and to her, and actually they don't want that my parents is to come on to Ernakulam sometimes when there is emergency and all. So at that time, these fellows don't want that my parents should stay there and all, and then he will always provoke her against us. That is the thing, actually, reality. They desperate to want their family, she should be completely their asset. Actually, also these fellows have projected a complex in her, and he is like a great fellow, and he would have been getting some higher proposals and all, so he have done so much of consideration and all, that kind of a complex. These fellows, actually, she was in the trap of these all their family members and their battalion, and so she got afraid, and then so much of thing. Eventually they manipulated her. That's the thing. They converted her into their terms. That's the way. And he will he will continuously inject what his own mindset, limited mindset, and their complexes into her. So like that, the way they converted her into their trap, and then even her bank accounts, even though she said her bank accounts even controlled by them only. That is another thing. So she was in a trap. Actually, I know that how she got transferred, and how much she was worried, and how much she suffered also. That also I know that. And then when my parents used to go, these fellows used to make that they will not even give proper food to my parents even. That is the way. And my father also didn't like, mother also, they don't like to stay in their home even. Actually, then my brother, he will talk in front of everybody, he will act nicely. Actually, he's a number one player. On the back, he will screwing up. Actually, my mother is a good cook, and he will eat whatever the things my mother is cooking, everything, and then will go and back and screw up my sister. This is the way. Then provoke her to trouble my mother, and this is the thing. So this is what actually they were really troubling everything, and so every time he want his family, his parents, they are his sister, they are the supreme, and every weekend they want, even a single holidays coming, they want to go to their family, and so they will never consider that. See, my parents, she also had a parents, they only raised her and taught her, hard work for her and everything. That they will not. They want their family, their things, and this is what they are selfish and complexes and also. This is the thing. And then they were continuously making fun of me, insulting me, and see if something is happening, okay, I know that how the way he was enjoying there and making fun of there, and later with the kids also, he was instructing the kids also to insult, to make fun of, and this is actually he is not a courageous or confident person, but he is lots of tension and all there, migraine and all he is having. So eventually they have converted her also into that track, their tension track. Actually, see, in our home, how much the intellectual discussions and the level of education, learning thing was there, but here now only the money thing that was happening in there, and then to keep her under their control, they will offer something like that and all. That was their track. And then see, I know that my mother, how much she suffered, and these fellows were instead the kids also to trouble her with so many. I know that abusive activities they taught to the sexual abusive activity taught to the kids, and they were threatened. That's how my mother got into heart attack stage and all. So many things, that's the reason my father also don't want to be there and all. So many things. See, these fellows, then when in 2018, when I went to Ernakulam from Chennai, after my Professor Pushpa delayed my defense, PhD defense. At that time when I went there, and that time my sister's second delivery was there, and at that time I know that is my this brother-in-law. He was insulting us so much, and he was, when I went to Kusat, and he was also following me. That is the way he was coming actually. And so we then he was insulting me and my mother, and shouting us, and so much. Then we left that day itself. We left it to Trivandrum, and then we told it to the relative, our uncles and all these things, and then his name got not defamed, right? So that is the thing. For him to keep his name, he actually want another thing. He want everything should be in his. He also for his enjoyments. That is another thing, prime importance. See, 2008 their marriage has happened. Till now he never have taken her to anywhere, any place for any outing or anything. So only thing, even though she was saving that LGC, that leave for once in 4 years that government employees will get, right? So I forgot that time. Yeah. So then he will do every once in 2-3 months. He will go with his friends continuously, enjoyments, that and all. That is their people's attitude, mindset, and then they will be busy with everything. He will drop her into his home, and then that is what her enjoyment world, that to save his parents. That's the thing. Serve his parents. That is the thing. Not about her parents or nothing. That is another thing. Then continuously train there. The man will be the like a god, and ladies should not rise and all. This is the thing. Actually, his third class complexes and all. This is the thing. Then he was projecting bad about my mother to her, and injecting continuously brainwashing, and turning her to her against us, like that. The way these fellows were doing, and then wherever a chance they will get, they will make fun of me, and project bad about me. That's the thing. Then insult my mother by telling. Even his sister also was insulting me, insulting my mother, and all. So many things these fellows were doing. And then when this process Pushpa's teams have reached to them, and at the time, actually these process Pushpa's these teams were doing now. So they will listen to overhear what are the conversations we are talking in phones, and then if you are telling about somebody against, then he will use that and manipulate them, screw them up against. This is the way, the same trick they have used to my brother-in-law and sister, that also. So they have instructed to them that okay, we are telling against them also. I am telling against this. Then he provoked them, and this even our MLA, C.K. Harindra, he only asked that where my brother-in-law is working, and all. Through them they have got the information, and the Kusati team, that through Shirley ma'am, replicating by Shirley ma'am, the Kusati team, they have got my sister's details, everything and all. Then the first police and the politicians were threatening them, and then at the time my brother-in-law took this as a golden chance. He wanted to hide his bad activities, intentions, right? So he was provoking so to his cover up his bad things and his family's intentions, and so he was also supporting this thing. So I have problems like that, and so they also want this label. This is the way these people equally balanced their things, and their when this Professor Pushpa's teams arranged, instructed that Amrita Hospital doctor to instruct my sister to or convince them that I have problems and I should be admitted to hospital and treated for 1 month. Otherwise, I will be become a full mental patient, like that. And they have taught and given tablets, and my sister also blindly believed that my brother took this as a golden chance to hide up his things, bad intentions and all. Okay, so then this is the way this network has everybody. See, this is what Professor Pushpa also desperately wanted to hide his things, and this Diptesh Divak want to hide their things, and Abhishek's teams want to hide this. Everybody's safety, and the same way this introducer that MLA and this Anavar Nagapan team, they want to hide their things, and they want to that Lakshman's things and all. See, everybody got it's a well safety for everybody's thing, and they arranged the play and created the fake mental label and all for their safety. So this is the thing. Then after that in 2019, then after that I was there in Kusat only. I was working there. I was in home that during that lockdown, the sister's home only, right? At the time, what these fellows have done, actually, this professor, by the time these fellows, my sister and brother became complete under the complete control of Professor Pushpa Bhattacharya. And what he was actually, he was getting benefits also. That I know that what are the things happening. And then they were ensuring, they took this as a chance. Others, this is another thing. One sister, see, when a situation or any problem is coming, how a sister should behave. So, but she took this as a chance, and they got over privileged by the considerations. And then actually they were afraid also, they were being, because these all police politicians were threatening, and they also eventually, because they are not knowing the scenarios what has happened in IIT, because they were not having time. And my brother-in-law used to make sure that whenever I will go to Ernakulam, they will send her to Thrissur, his home. So he every time he used to tell that she's not my sister, like that and all, because this is what their attitude there. So then they only came and spoiled my life and all. So that is another thing. Yeah. So then these fellows have taken this as a chance, and through them they were continuously monitoring me 24/7, and through my net even everything. Yes, I know that. Then brother used to make a comments and like that. And then these fellows, when I was there, and these fellows were calling to my each and every friends, everybody that I have, relatives, everybody that I have mental problems, like that. This is the cunning criminal, the dirty things he had done. But what are things he have done? On the back, his sister's husband, actually, that Praveen Jata, he was the only one nice person in their family. They only, when these fellows were admitted to hospital, on the back, he got that sudden cancer, 3rd stage, and he died. Actually, I was having strong doubt, that suspicion that this IITB network team only through that, in Amrita hospital only, he also undergone treatment. Through that doctor, people might have injected chemicals or something that I know that these fellows. I am not sure, but that there might be a chance. But I told at that time also, I told my sister, but my sister is in a attitude that she is the overcut. Actually, she got more consideration compared to our home in brother-in-law's home. That's the thing, because they were, this is what, praising her and provoking her and utilizing. So she got overwhelmed, and she thought that she is the super controller and a super talented person. That is another thing, people's attitude. See, when we have nothing and when we have everything, how is our attitude and how we are considering the people, that makes us, defines us what we are, who we are. Okay, so that is another thing. Yeah, anyway, so this is what the reality. Then later in, when Professor Pushpak instructed the Kusat people to trouble me also, at that time also, see, my Professor Pushpak's team only was instructing my sister and brother-in-law to put chemicals in my food, and she herself was bringing the food with the chemicals, and then she was trying to, when my mother was not ready to put tablets to kill me, and at that time she was, they have replaced my mother's tablet with the chemicals and all. These all things that criminals only have done. This as per Professor Pushpak's instruction. And then when I told these all things out of fear to the neighbors, and my brother-in-law instructed that fake mental certificate they created to distributed to all the neighbors and all. This is what his intentions and their way of behaviors and all. And then they never concerned about me or nothing, though for them, for their enjoyment, for their benefits. That is the thing. So even though they were having, both of them having good job, and they are having well set up families and all, but they have 5 homes, everything, but still they are desperate for the money I deposited in my mother's name and all. So this is what, everybody is selfish, and my sister is to get jealous, so much jealous that I am depositing money and all like that. This is the thing, these fellows. So anyway, IIT Bombay team have utilized their chance very well, Professor Pushpak's team, and then everybody together. Now everybody is projecting. Professor Pushpak, actually, he was continuously threatening them using politicians and through their offices, and like that only he made them to do these things. And then now he is projecting to everybody that my family only have done like this, right? So this is what the people see. If you are tolerating everything, then how the people will misuse, and on the back these fellows will defame us, and for their benefits they will try to spoil us. This is the thing. Even the sister also, everybody is selfish for their benefits, and we should not become a blind victim for anybody's place, actually. Okay, we should raise our voice for our life. Otherwise people will come and utilize for their benefits. Anyway, see, nobody is genuine or nobody is selfish, nobody is sincere to you people. But actually we should change this should not see how long this kind of situation will go on, and we should change this kind of situations. People should come out from this kind of their timely benefit mentality or mindset. And the thing, yeah, one another thing. So I started this discussion for why I am single and all. See, that is the thing. Even I couldn't find. See, I was looking for a person who is as passionate as I am in AI, and then with a confident and courageous person. But I couldn't find anybody as of now. So that is another thing. So many people came in between, and also I also thought I will try to consider, but then they themselves proved that they don't deserve. And then okay, they were desperate for their things, their benefits, their desserts, and they got what they want also. So that's okay. Actually, yeah, when I was in Kerala also, when in 2008, I was also managing my matrimonial profile, and I checked for. Actually, I was suspecting that at least I will find a one Malayali person who is passionate in A and all like that. So I couldn't even find even a single person. Actually, I feel ashamed that for what everybody, they will do some BTech or anything. So they are desperate for money and run. And then see, now these fellows are making thousands of fellows to put interest in my matrimonial profile. And see, please, I got fed up. I know the standard of the great Malayalis or what are the thing. And see, I know my life, and I know to select to whom I want to live or what I want in life or what are they. I don't need any of your services. Okay, so I give consideration for anybody and everybody, and I know very well. So mind your own business. Okay. So and don't use your own hierarchy or analysis and interpretation. And Professor Pushpa's teams, I know that. See, he was only blocking all my travel to Cambridge and all the meetings, he was making ensure that when Abhishek and me should not get married. He thought that with their support only, if Abhishek is getting married to other girls, so I will be finished. That was his dream. And with that only he was doing these all plays on the back. And then he wanted to put me in some sexual traps or somebody's under their control traps to finish me. That's what he was well planned, but nothing is working out in that way. Then he was when I went to DST also, I could hear from them that what he had done. I'm not a societal person, or I'm not social, and see, this is what whoever I'm going and talking, this fellow's network coming and blocking them. And then he was only blocking this Abhishek also, these all people also, by telling bad about me, lies about me and all. Then this is what they will block everybody, then they will only project this is what actually psychic disorderness actually. Yeah, so anyway, by the way, the conclusion point is, see, we should be very selective not. See, depends upon this. If we are some bad stage, don't get into that. We should not select a person when we are in the bad stage or something by considering that they will be saving us, they will try to come out from this stage and all. It's not like that. See, that is creating a dependency actually. So eventually they will misuse this thing. They will always threaten us that, oh, so I only saved you from that, and they were giving consideration by accepting us from that, saving that situations and all, like that the way. Actually, I know how my brother-in-law is to threaten and control her and provoke her against us like that and all always. Actually, she would have been getting much good education level, or much good proposals also from. But the thing that these fellows were always creating a complex in her that okay, they were from a high rich family and they were giving they have given consideration like that and all that. The same way this Abhishek and all, see, he was the one coming and begging like it from 2013 onwards, always in front of my room, lab, path, everywhere they were doing. And then he was telling that he was not interested. Actually, I was never interested in him. And they fellow only came and they were doing these all things. And then for their benefits, for their kind of hide up their things and for keeping their images, they will tell stories and they will do all the activities. This is what the people's mindset and what behaviors. That we should be very careful. And see, that's the reason, even though I was in this much these fellows were harassing me so much of situation, why I didn't accept Abhishek. See, there is our situations will get changed, but the people, once we are getting to selected, that we will not be able to change later. Okay, see, this is what a genuine person, and they don't need to do this kind of. A genuine person, a confident man, will never put a girl's life into such a situation. That is the fundamental truth. So if a person is doing like that, that person is not the right person for us. That is the thing. So that nature will teach us, and that will be the in various ways. So that is the thing. So there are so many things actually. Okay, so anyway, this I felt to tell. So anyway, because there are, now I know that Professor Pushpak will, he is the person, he will clearly listen to each and everything, and to whom overall I am telling against, and he will go and screw up the people. This is the thing. This is the way he is controlling my brother and sister. The same way. And I also don't think that I am blaming anybody, abusing everybody. See, this is the realities I am telling, what their behavior, real behavior. That is, so for them, they to hide this thing, they will project that I am abusing everybody, I am not trusting anybody, I am not loving anybody. And this is the realities what they have done to me. And so anyway, people want to cover up their things and save their things, and they will keep on doing these all things. Okay, so anyway, we should not get affected with this. Okay, bye.